What is going on, everybody? So today it is just me. We just got one dude, and this may be the case here for a few weeks as we kind of work through some issues where we don't necessarily have a ton of time on our end to meet up. And so you might see some more solo podcasts here for just a short period of time, then we'll get back into the swing of things here. But today, one thing I wanted to pop on and talk about, I've been just thinking about this the last day or so as I looked back at old pictures of myself, and I was just shredded in those photos, and it made me think, is like, wow, I've kind of like let myself go a little bit in some capacity, even though I'm still in good shape, and I really am like not in bad shape. It's just for a long period of time. If you've been watching this podcast, you know me. I was obsessed with health and fitness for really almost a decade, and I worked out all the time. I worked out super hard. I did cardio. I was just super regimented with my eating, and that's not to say that I didn't go crazy, but it was almost, as I think about it, it was almost to like it was a very stressful life to live, right? But when you look at some of those photos, it can be like, oh shit, like God, I remember when I looked like that. That was pretty cool. Not that I'm like too far off from it, but I was for a little while. I was like, oh, I gotta like get my shit together. I gotta get my food really nailed down. I gotta get like more intense workouts going. And I started thinking in that direction, and then I caught myself, and I remembered that back in those periods of time when I was in really good shape and shredded, like I was only focused on that stuff. I was so stressed about food, and I couldn't go out to eat, and if I did go out to eat, then it was like I binged because it was like, oh, that's just ruining today. I might as well just start again tomorrow or on Monday. And I was obsessed with working out. Like I would work out an hour at least, a day, and it consumed a lot of my life and my thoughts, and it caused a lot more stress in my life than it did good. I kind of look back at that version of myself. I just wasn't that happy, and so it made me realize something that I think people could benefit from. Listen to this, where it can be easy to compare yourself to like previous versions of yourself, but I was comparing myself there to like the physical version of myself there, not like the mental side, not like where I am as a person, not like happiness side, and finally having a partner, and just other things that I want to do. Like I enjoy getting up and laying in bed with Marissa just for a little while, and not necessarily just having to get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym and do all these things before. I like to go on a walk and get a workout in the morning, but sometimes that walk is shorter. Sometimes that workout is shorter, and that's fine because I get to spend a little bit more time with her. I used to eat super strict with my food, and I would plan everything out, and I still do plan things out, and I still am eating probably, I would say, 70% quality foods throughout the week. But I also eat ice cream. We also go out and eat some pizza. We'll order pizza in. We'll have candy. We'll have wine. Like we have different things, but that's like fun, and that's balance, and that like allows us to enjoy life a little bit more. And so this is really probably just a shorter podcast today to just talk about how like we can evolve and we can grow and we can become better versions. And if it works for you to enjoy your life and enjoy the people in it, and be able to enjoy food that you love, and things that you love, and you also are able to stay like ripped or shredded, and if that's what you want, cool. But me thinking about this, it's not necessarily what I want. I want to be in good shape, and I want to be healthy, which just makes it so that I try to move every day, and I try to do some sort of workout every day or yoga, and I try to eat quality foods for the most part. But like I'm really happy with where I am, and I don't need to be shredded. Like I just want to be in good shape, and I want to be healthy, and I want to be able to hopefully live a long, great life, and be able to move, and not not like make it so that my body deteriorates over time and my mind deteriorates. And so I'm really excited to keep moving this forward and just keep growing as a person. And hopefully this helps you in some capacity where you can take something here and look at your life, and maybe you're like me where you used to to be, kind of a maniac when it came to health and fitness and food. And now you've grown, or maybe that's where you want to get to, where you're like, you know what, that's what I want to get to, but I'm trying to do everything all at once. I'm trying to find somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. And I'm also trying to like be in this great shape and be like, and understand that I know the buzzword of balance is out there, but you can find something that works for you that allows you to have some of that health and fitness and food, but also allows you to have the life that you want and happiness and in a different kind of vibe. And so hopefully this has been helpful. I know it's a quick one. I may do a few more of these quick ones here, just whenever I'm thinking about things, feeling something. But I do appreciate you guys every single week watching, listening. And if you do enjoy this one, just make sure you send it to somebody. It's a quick one, takes 5 minutes to listen to. And I think it can really help somebody out there, move forward, get a little bit closer to maybe the version of themselves they want to be. And I'm always growing. I'm always learning. This is, I'll always continue to try to, change things up and find a better version of myself. But thanks again, everybody. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll be talking to you soon.